Is BP now making claims so difficult to file that no one will get paid enough? And are fishermen too scared to speak out about what's happening down there? Our next guest says yes, she should know. She's just returned from a trip to the Gulf. Carrie Kennedy is the president of the RFK Center for Justice and Human Rights. Carrie, it's so great to have you here. We want to get to all the things that you saw on your trip. But first, explain how BP is actually denying some of the cleanup crews that you spoke to the proper clothing and equipment and respirators. Why?
In all 3 states that I visited, fishermen said that when they went out to work on the cleanup, that if they tried to bring respirators, they were told that that is unnecessary equipment and would only spread hysteria.
To see those images of people with respirators, BP doesn't want that hysteria.
That's exactly right. And when I went out with 11 people, we had respirators on, and within half an hour, all of our eyes were burning and our throats were closing, and we all had headaches with respirators.
So why'd you go down there, and what do you want people to know about your trip and what you witnessed?
Well, what we were doing, we're with the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights, and we were looking at the human rights issues that people there are facing, especially in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. So there are basic human rights issues, the right to access to information. BP still will not say what the chemical makeup of the dispersants are, so that healthcare officials and victims can know why they're sick and what's going on with them.
Carrie, I'm sorry to cut you off there. Are BP workers or any of the relief workers, are they getting health care? Are they getting the medical attention they need?
One of the things that we were told is that BP would not allow county health officials onto their campus. They finally allowed one nurse. They told workers that if they became sick, the nurse could only give them a Band-Aid or an aspirin, and if they really felt sick, they had to go to the BP doctor. So BP has complete control over the health care of those workers and what's happening.
And no government health care down there at all?
Well, there is government health care, but these are for the workers, and the workers are concerned. This is the only job in town, and if they go outside of what BP tells them to do, they might lose the only job they could get.
And you talked to many commercial fishermen about that, wanting to secure their jobs, and about the claims. How is BP making the claims hard to file?
Well, this is, BP is saying any fisherman can come forward and file claims. Well, the truth is then they're saying, just give us your W-2 forms. So they know that fishing industry is completely a cash industry. So none of them have W-2 forms, and so they're not able to make the claims that they should be able to.
So they're deliberately making it tough for people to make these claims and speak out because they're afraid of not getting paid.
Absolutely.
Carrie, thanks so much for joining us, for your insight. I'm sure you're going to go back, and when you do, we'd like to talk to you again.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks so much for coming
Carrie.
back here.